All right, we are live. Okay, let me just adjust this. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Oh, darn it. If I do it that way, it's gonna. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I am having tech issues here with this window. I think it's just too big. There. That's better. That's better. All right, how's everybody doing today? Let me know if you're here. Um, all right, so we're going to begin with the Aztec Astrology for the week. So we're doing Tuesday to Tuesday, okay? We are still in the 13-day period of Oling, which is movement. I want to hit up on the 13-day periods because they do change every 13-day period. But the energy for this one in particular is about change, okay? About movement forward, not remaining the same. And making sure that you allow yourself to really focus on what you want to bring in for your personal life, and making sure that it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like the wheel of fortune. Whatever it is that you're highlighting or whatever it is that you are thinking of or putting your energy in tends to manifest itself somehow, okay, uh, through your emotions, through your interactions with other people, things like that. So usually emotions are the clue when it comes to like feelings like of dissatisfaction, depression, anxiety, things like that. So it's always, your emotions will always give you a clue as to what's really happening internally. And I would say kind of like they're like your little breadcrumbs, like follow the breadcrumbs back to, the root causes of why you're feeling this way. Okay. So this movement, this energy of movement is definitely all about drastic changes as well. So be ready for that to happen. You might feel like you're like being pushed into something that you're not ready to let go of, or you might even feel like for some reason you feel like a little bit chaotic and or unstable energy around you, or you even feel like you're unstable yourself. Like you might feel like, oh my God, like this is too much of a erratic change. I'm not ready for this, things like that. So this is what the 13-day period is bringing us. Okay, so the energy of the 13-day period is, supported by the goddess Tlazotelt. She is the goddess of fertility as well as sexuality. In legend, she was a temptress, okay? So she tempted humanity into, I would say, listening to their lusts or listening to that side, their sexuality over, their rationality. And so that would get a lot of people into trouble. And then, but at the same time, she's a purifier too. So if that happens, during this 13-day period, maybe you feel like you regretted something when it comes to that, relationships, sexual relationships in that way or whatnot. That it turned from having fun to, oh my God, what the hell's going on? You could call her in for assistance in purifying your energy, okay? Because that's what she does. She purifies that energy as well, giving you like a second chance, so to speak, in getting rid of that type of cycle in your life, I would say. So, hi, Brown Brujita. So the next one is for the day sign. So for today, we have Masatol, which is deer. This is our day sign. And then we're under the influence of the number 11. So 11 Masatol is the day sign for today. So the Deer is governed by the god Tlaloc, who is the god of rain and thunderstorms. And he this is kind of like duality right here as its I would say core energy that we're going to be experiencing. So dual energy. So yin and yang, that type of energy we're going to be experiencing. So it's also because the deer represents the hunt or the energy of the hunt. It's also about making sure that you're not being, you're the hunter, meaning that you're going after, what you want instead of being hunted or, being, under the influence of somebody else. Okay. And so this is a good day to break any type of old habits, any old routines that might be holding you back, as well as paying attention to other people. Paying attention to what how they communicate with you, as well as what they're doing, like what actions they're taking. Observing them as well, making sure that they're not the ones causing some type of chaos in your life, or not helping you with your progress in life. Okay, so this is what you have to observe, because it's duality. We might have to confront people, you might have to have that type of talk with someone if you're feeling like you're being pushed, or if you're feeling like you're being you know, disrespected somehow. This is definitely the time where you have to really step it up into your true power and become empowered and really speak your truth. And so that this cycle of you being pushed around ends. Okay. So that's what this is all about. Another thing is for the energy of the number 11 itself is all about resolutions. Okay. It's all about change. It's about improvement. Okay. And also, taking action, because action is the thing that facilitates change. Okay. And so, like I said before, if there's anything going on in your life that you're just not satisfied with, especially when it comes to, the way that you're looking at your career progression, or even relationships with other people in your life, it's time for you to take action today, so that you don't become the hunted. Okay, you don't become, the one that's being stalked. I would say, and you really, hone in your own. Power and stand your ground. Okay, so this is what this day is all about. Okay, so the Lord of the Night that's going to be coming in for tonight is Mitlatecutli, who is the god of the underworld. And for me, he provides like this an energy of like understanding, you know, I would say, life as well as death, like a need for change. Okay, so in so many ways, a lot of people really link him to the death card in tarot, where you're like, okay, it's time for you to make a change. Obviously, the death card came up, meaning that you need to really end the cycle now. Okay, you really need to choose what is best for you, and you really need to close those doors. Okay, and so that being said, Mictlantecutli will help you with this for the nighttime. So you might get any type of information when it comes to like revelations and things like that at night tonight. So pay attention to those dreams, especially when you wake up in the morning for tomorrow. Pay attention to how you feel. Okay, how do you feel when you wake up, regarding like, did you get any good rest? Do you feel emotional? Do you feel like heaviness? Things like that. And write it down, because I always recommend those who are not able to recall a dream to stimulate their recall through writing down how they feel physically, okay, when they wake up. All right. Hi, Norma. So it's important for you to do that. And so he's going to help you with it too, with, asking for assistance in how to deal with, ending of a cycle, how to prepare yourself for the death of a part of that cycle that was a part of you for a very long time, or even recently, and so that you can, finally walk into your rebirth. Okay, so it's really important for you to do that. All right, so for Wednesday for tomorrow, we still have the same 13-day period energy tresana. So we have the tonali, which is a day sign, 12 tochli, which is rabbit. And this one's governed by the energy of the goddess Mayahuel, who is the goddess of the maguey and fertility, and also of having fun. um, so this day is all about, making sure that we evaluate how we balance our service to self and service to others. Okay. It's all about having this, I would say, understanding that you do have intuition and using it for the greater good. Okay, that's what this whole day is all about. It's really like a connection to the moon energy or lunar energies right now, the divine feminine energies of intuition, of creativity, and really communing with or connecting with your ancestors, your guides, and nature spirits too. It's really important for us to really connect in that way, okay? And rabbit, the energy of rabbit wants that, okay? It's kind of pushing you towards that. So it's definitely important for you to really analyze where you're going with your career in particular. Like, what are you here to do? Are you here to assist humanity in some way? Things like that. And if you are still confused about that path, then just have yourself, analyze like what you are truly passionate about. Who do you want to help in particular? Do you want to help children? Do you want to help women? Do you want to help, drug addicts? Do you want to help, like things like that? So being of service, that's a whole the mentality of it. And also learning to balance that within you. Okay. You could be of service, but you also have to serve yourself, meaning that you really have to not ignore your needs. Okay. For this time period. All right. So we are going to look at the number 12. So the number 12 is the energy for this day. It's all about understanding, all about knowledge, and a continuity of learning and gaining wisdom from what we've learned. Okay, and how to apply that. How to apply that to our daily life, as well as how to apply it in a way that we teach others on how to really understand themselves better, as well as the cycles that they've gone through or they're going through, and really seek to resolve any issues, and understand that they're all lessons for our souls to learn from, and not to really dwell on them. It's more or less like understand, hey, this happened because of this is the action that I took, and that's why this was the result, things like that. So really taking responsibility as well. Okay, so this is what this day really signifies, is to understand yourself, understand where you're at, understand what you've learned, as well as the wisdom that you have within you to teach others. Okay, so the Lord of the Night for this is the sixth Lord, and this is Chalchutliqui, and she is a goddess of water and waterways and oceans and lakes and things like that. So because you're being influenced by the lunar energy, you're also being influenced by the energy of water. Okay, water is emotion as well as intuition, and so for the nighttime, it's all about really connecting to yourself, really understanding, yourself thoroughly, meaning where you're going, why do you think this way? Why do you feel this way? Why are you receiving this type of insight with your intuition? Things like that. And it's really about discovering your own path, I would say, even discovering your own intuitive abilities and trusting them. So sitting with the Lord of the Night for that night will be very beneficial for you, especially because of the strong feminine quality and lunar energies that she uses that'll help you with that. Okay, so that's what I recommend for that. So on Thursday, we have the Tonali 13 Atoll, which is water. So another water energy. So this is Scorpio season. So we're going to have a lot of water energy for this season. So this is all about it feels like because it's the number 13 is like the ultimate number for the Aztecs. It's like the creator number. It's very, very sacred for them. And so because it's under Athol water, and then the energy that's provided behind it is Siutekutli, which is the god of fire, and he is the creator of life. So he is the creator, okay, energy, or represents it in so many ways in the masculine aspect of it. Um, this is going to be a very intense day for Thursdays. This is going to be very revealing, like revelations, insight into your psychic, abilities, connections with the spirit world, connections to the higher realms, connections with Creator. And so this is going to be a very intense energy, and then we have the influence of the number 13 as the influence of ascension, of creator energy, of the spark of divine light, source and connection to that, okay, and seeing that within you as well as seeing that within everyone else around you. And so because of that, there is going to be a sense of oneness, a sense of understanding how we are all interconnected. And it's going to be a good day for you to really understand this. You might be confronted by, some type of conflict between you or someone else. And then I think that honestly, the solution to any conflict would be understanding the other person and really empathizing, as well as, going or walking in their shoes type of thing. And it's also, beyond that is understanding that regardless of your interaction at this time, if it's negative, regardless of that, you guys are always interconnected somehow, through the oneness of creator. So you can't really shun someone, or say, oh, we're not the same, because there's always an attraction or a force that has attracted you guys together. There's always some type of connection in the heart space, the purity of love and creation. That is what connects us all together. And so when you see this type of conflict around, especially like if you this is kind of like the type of energy that you're going to have to observe as well, and absorb, if it's a personal relationship, but observe when it comes to society. Society as a whole is struggling with this idea of the oneness, understanding that even though we have different points of view, even though we have different types of lifestyles, even though we have different beliefs, we're all one. We're all one with Creator, as Creator created us, as well as that we hold the energy of Creator within us. And so the whole fighting, interfighting, and hatred, and just because you have a different opinion doesn't mean that that you're evil. Think all that misconstrued energy as well as distortion is definitely showing humanity how deep the wounds are of separation. And the separation came from the initial thought that we are not one, the initial thought that we are not one with Creator, and that became separation. But then that has been interpreted in different ways by different people, where at first it was feelings of neglect, feelings of loneliness, feelings of abandonment, right? And then it turned into resentment, anger, frustration, and then hatred, and so that's how it escalated. And that's why Thursday is kind of like shining a light into that, where we have to really see what's going on, within us as well as within our society, and understand that what is happening is all distortion. It is all distortion. And we really need to sit with ourselves and ask ourselves, where did it come from to be like, where is this starting? Who's fueling this as well, because it is definitely a distortion that's being fueled by wounds of someone else. It feels like it's an influence that's being pushed into the collective consciousness, a shadow us being, pushed even more. And so, when we sit with ourselves and we ask these questions, then things are being revealed to us. And then that's how we can assist other people with seeing the truth of who they really are, instead of seeing the separation, the hatred, the irrational thoughts. And so it's very important for us to do that for Thursday, because the Scorpio season is all about that. It's all about revealing, really going into yourself and really revealing what's distorted, as well as what's distorted in our society. Okay. So this is really important for this day, especially because we got the creator energy this day. So for the Lord of the night, we have Tlazotelt, who is the divine feminine counterpart of creator. She is the earth goddess. She is the mother of all gods. She's also the filth eater, the one that purifies us, the one that tempts us with sexuality. But she's also, the one that creates life as well. And so that being said, we're asked to balance our duality, our divine feminine and our divine masculine within us, so that we can heal these distortions within us, and then in so many ways assist humanity to heal themselves too. Okay. So that's what Thursday is all about, is this understanding that there's going to be conflict, there's going to be duality, but what are we going to do about it? What should we do? Should we continue to play along? Should we fuel the fire, or should we revert back and go inwards and see where this is coming from as well, and see what type of energy we're putting out there too. So that's really important for this day. Yeah, exactly, Lizzie. Yeah. Yeah, this energy is intense. Yep. All right. So for Friday, because Friday is we have brand new energy coming in for Friday. This is the 30th so we're almost at the end of the month. So for Friday, we are starting a new 13-day period, okay? And this 13-day period is the period of the dog. So the Tresana one is Squealy, which is a dog. And we have it that's being influenced by the god Sipetotec, who is the flayed one, who is the god of the West, as well as the god of seed time. So the reason why he's called the flayed one is because the Aztecs saw him as, I would say, kind of like the seed of a maize, the maize seed, and you know how there has a little coating before it gets, I would say, fertilized or anything like that, or so it could grow and sprout. It has to break that coating away so it could grow and sprout and become food. So that's how they perceived him. So anyway, this 13-day period in particular is going to be all about shedding your skin. It's going to be about renewal. Okay. It's going to be about making sure that we are, understanding, you know, again, it feels like it's a very scorpion energy, understanding, the internal conflicts within us as well as within our human consciousness, meaning the whole of humanity, and also making sure that we are following the middle road when it comes to this. It doesn't mean that we're detaching completely. It's more or less really seeing the bigger picture, really seeing all sides of a story, um, not agreeing, not, completely, I would say, not completely giving all of our energy to one side only. Okay. It's really following the path of the middle road. The middle road is the path of wisdom. It's an understanding that there's dual energies at play here, and we are not participating it in some way when it comes to society, at least. But when it comes to us, we are understanding our own first. Okay. Um, So this is all about, you know, love and shadow, I would say, because I don't really like saying shadow is just comprised of darkness. It's comprised of everything. It's comprised of different types of emotions as well as different types of aspects of humanity. The same thing with light and love. You know, it's not just love, you know, in the way that we think it, that's completely pure. There's other aspects of love. Okay. So this is all about, you know, making sure that we understand what's happening, what's illusion and what is not, and taking our time with this, really, but not, and detachment in the way of not clinging onto one side or the other, okay, and detachment in the way of not holding on to something that's not working for everyone, okay. So that's what this 13-day period is going to bring, and it's governed by the god Mitlekutli, which is not, sorry, not the god Mitlekutli. That's for the day sign, but it's governed by Sipetotek, and again, it's about shedding. It's about shedding your skin. It's about changing. Okay, about changing with the time. Okay, changing with the tides as well. So going through, understanding that change is coming and change is not something that's going to ever stop. Okay, it's continuous, just like energy. And that being said, you know, Sipetotek is all about change, about shedding your skin. So you have to be ready for that, even if it's really intense. Okay, just go with it, go with the flow. um, Again, Scorpio season is all about that intensity. It's all about change, okay, for the better, okay. So for the day sign itself, we have Tonali Isquitli. Again, the dog is going to be present for this day sign. But the energy of this particular um, day sign is going to be by Mitla Tekutli, who is the god of the underworld. So that is Scorpio right there. And so, but one is different. Like one is all about unity. The energy of number one is unite to create. Unite to create change, unite to create movement, unite to, you know, to begin something new. Okay. And with the god of the underworld's influence, this energy, it's definitely going to guide you towards letting go of things. Like, again, the death energy is present. And it's going to guide you to really move forward with your life. Okay. And it's also about, you know, connecting with the ancestors too, because we have it on the, you know, the 30th. And so we already have the veil that's super thin right now in this season. As soon as like Scorpio season hit, it's like, bam, the veil is super thin. So that being said, it's a good time to commune with your loved ones, you know, that had crossed over. It's a good time for you to connect with them and ask for guidance because of this intensity that's happening. Ask for guidance, some help, ask for strength, okay? And ask for wisdom, of course. And so this will be a good time to do that. For the night or the Lord of the Night, we have the eighth Lord, which is Tepeyolotl, which is the star-spotted jaguar, the heart of the mountain. He is a Nagual of this. So with this Lord of the Night, it's all about evaluation, evaluating where you're at, like when it comes to your karma, I would say, especially like, okay, what have you done to change the way that you perceive yourself? What have you done to change the way that you perceive your life? As a whole, like where you're at, like, are you feeling like you're successful? Are you feeling like you're lacking? Are you feeling like there's something missing? You know, things like that. So it's all about that, evaluating that. And why do you feel that way? Also, any type of karmic cycle or any type of cycle from the past that's coming up. You know, people from the past might show up. They might come in and in dream time. To me, it was all dream time that I've had people from the past coming in, like any type of conflict that I had with someone. And I'm just like, wow, why are you in my dream? So you might have those things happening too, with like intense dreams with people from the past, and you might be like, oh my God, why are this why is this person even here? You know, like I might wake up irritated, like, what the fuck? So just be mindful of that, okay? Because it's definitely a revelation of where you're at as well, and what still needs to be addressed, okay? So for Saturday, we have, Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Um, and then we have, for this one, we have the same energy of the 13-day period. But for this one in particular, we have the Tonali to Osomatli, which is to monkey. And then for this one, the governing deity is Xochipilli, which is the flower prince, who is a god of beauty, pleasure, and feasting and artistic expression. So very feminine energy as well as masculine. So it's definitely a dual energy for this day because of the number two. So the number two represents the energy of duality, of challenges, of change through struggle, as well as of changing of our old patterns on every level, letting go of what doesn't serve us anymore. And that's why you might have these revealing dreams of like people from the past that you dealt with, that you had conflict with, and it's time for you to let go of that conflict or let go of that grudge, I would say. So this is the perfect time to do that, and as well as to celebrate life, celebrate where how far you've gone, how much you've grown from these experiences as well, okay? So because there's creativity in the air and it's like Halloween, it's a good time for you to express yourself, ask for what you want, do ceremony, do ritual with the full moon in Taurus, especially because this is all about setting things into stone. Like Taurus is all about, yes, we're going to move forward, but we're going to have a plan of action that is going to be a long-term thing. And so what do you want to establish right now that is going to be like perfect for the rest of your life? That's what we have to think about, is what do you want? What is it that you would desire? What are you going to ask in ritual with this full moon in Taurus? So this is definitely very influential for Saturday night. So the Lord of the Night for Saturday night is the Lord, the rain god Tlaloc. He is the god of thunderstorms and lightning. He's also very dual energy. So for nighttime, he's gonna help you get rid of anything that you don't want, okay? The expressions of the not having enough, the expression of not, or feeling like you're unfulfilled, all of that, because again, that full moon in Taurus is like, if you're feeling this way, we gotta find a solution. Okay, if you're feeling this way, we gotta see how we can make a plan to get the hell out of that feeling. Okay, so that we can have a better foundation to build a great life on. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for that night with the Lord of the Night, Tlaloc. So for Sunday, we have, and this is for November 1st, we have the same energy, the same 13-day period. And we also have the number 3, Malinali, which is grass, which is being influenced by the god the Patecatl, which is the god of medicine and healing. So this is all about, taking the time to really assess what needs to be understood about, any type of old wounds. If you're still feeling, upset about a situation, taking time for healing, self-healing, self-care. Okay. That's what Sunday's going to be all about. It's about like going into hermit mode, I guess you can say, and balancing and asking for that, because the number 3 provides this. It's all about restoration of spirit. It's all about balance. It's all about healing with the number 3. And then from there, when you do become, restored, and when you do start to heal yourself, when you do feel like you're more balanced, you feel more joy, you feel more active, you feel more happiness, and you feel like you're ready for action. Okay, you feel like you're ready to take on the world. Okay, so that's why it's important for you to do that. So for this Lord of the Night for Sunday, we have the god of the first lord of the night, the Siu Tekutli, who is the creator god. So we're having another creator god energy coming in, god of fire in particular. Okay, for this one, he's going to assist you with any type of feelings of separation, as well as planning ahead. Okay, planning your life, because he provides you, he's the giver of life. He provides you the energy of life. So it's time for you to really, really enjoy it. Okay, really see what you want to build from your life. Okay, so that you can be here of, however you want, whatever career you want to go towards. It's whatever you're passionate about. Okay, because fire energy is behind this as well. All right, so for Monday, we have, and this is the final day of the rotation, not rotation, but like the final day that I'm going to talk to you guys about, because we're still in the 13-day period, the similar one. But this is the final day that I'm going to talk about. So we have Tonali for Agatol, which is for reed. And this is going to be the energy of the god Tezcatlipoca, who is kind of like the personification of change through conflict or karma, lord of the night, of the nocturnal sky of the north. Okay, so he brings you an understanding of the shadow self. Okay, it feels like this is definitely allowing yourself to understand your own shadows, understand the depths of them, understand how you can, incorporate them into your daily life as well. Shadow is not negative, like I said before, it is everything, all aspects that have been hidden away, because you might have thought in some point in your life that they were bad, that they were bad traits, they're negative, things like that. So it's all about really transmuting that energy, or transforming it, alchemizing it, and using it for the greater good. Okay, using it for something that will assist you in your life, like knowledge, wisdom. Okay, so that you can teach others the same. Okay, especially the ones that are having a similar pattern to the ones that you've gone through. So number 4 is about stability, the energy of stability, of reflection, as well as healing and regrouping, restabilizing, because the number 4 has the 4 elements. So it has earth, fire, water, and air. And so that is a very stable, energy. And so because of this, it is important for us to see what we think is not stable in our lives, what we think is not stable within us, and then really, assess that, and use that energy, transmute it, alchemize it to benefit us, to stabilize us, to balance us as well. Okay, and so for this Lord of the Night, it's going to be the second lord, which is Itzli, who is a variant energy of Tezcatlipoca too. So this is the obsidian god, or the god of stone and sacrifice. So this is going to be all about revealing the truth, even if you don't want to see it. Your shadow, okay? Revealing your shadow even though you're not ready, or you don't really want to see it. So you have no choice, okay? So this Lord of the Night is intent on showing you this, okay? It's like, here you are, this is what you've been struggling with and not accepting about yourself, and now we're gonna work through this, okay? So that's what Monday's all again, it's gonna be all about, working through this stuff, okay? So that's all I have for the Aztec astrology for the week. Okay, let me see. All right. Ah, that's okay, Brittany. I know. I started earlier. I got booked for the evening, so I have to do this right away so that I have enough time to get ready for the evening. Um, yay! Okay, so we have so I do want to talk to you guys about my following on Friday. I'm having a live interview with Sam or Samantha of Amethyst Hands. And so we're going to start this. I think we're going to do this around um 8:40 or 8:50, around that time. I'll let you guys know. I'll make sure that I set this up, like giving you guys information later on. I have to talk to her specifically, see what time she wants to go live. So I'm thinking 9 o'clock. 9 p.m. Okay, at night. So Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. Um, it would be 7 p.m. Pacific, and then 8 p.m. Mountain. Okay. So it's my latest show called Speaking with Spirit. So this is all about interviewing spiritual practitioners, mediums, psychics, astrologers, things like that, so that you guys can have a plethora of knowledge and options for whomever you want to, I would say, talk to for services. Okay, so that's what I'm doing, for the community, because I think it's really important for us to have a diverse pot to, go into when it comes to energy healing, mediumship, astrology, things like that are important for us. Okay, so I highly, highly recommend that you guys join us for Friday. I'll let you guys know specifically the time, the real time, and hopefully tonight when I talk to her, so that you guys won't miss out on it. Okay. Yeah, me too. All right, so we have a healing to do, and this is for Norma. So I see Norma's here. Let me see. So for next week, you guys, we're gonna do it on, I think we're gonna do it later for Toltec Tuesdays. Let me check my calendar real quick. Okay. Parent teacher conference. You know what? We're gonna have to do it early because, like, it's election day. So we're gonna have to do Toltec Tuesdays early again. Um, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what time. But for sure, we have Mystic Mondays the same time. Okay, same time, 7 p.m. Um, I have parent teacher conferences that day too, but it's okay. That's fine. And then next week, I have an interview for Speaking with Spirit with Nina uh, from Crystal Sun Healing. So, yeah. So every week, we're going to have a new person, a new practitioner, a new astrologer. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm interviewing Samantha of Amethyst Hands for Friday. Yes. All right. So I know everybody's like, oh, yeah, elections coming. I totally like forgot about it too. You know what? Okay. What bothers me about this, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I don't put my information out there. Like, no one knows where I live or my name or anything like that. Okay, so I don't go on these websites and subscribe to whatever party or anything like that, because I'm not party affiliated at all, because I don't believe in it. And so it didn't happen until this week, actually Monday, yesterday, and I was so mad, you guys, that I received flyers from the Democratic Party, and it had my full name on there with my address and my, information. And I'm just like, how the fuck did you fucking get my information? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, who the hell's doing this? I got so pissed because I don't subscribe to any of these guys. I don't subscribe to Democrats or Republicans. I don't go on the polls. I don't give them my information whatsoever. They don't even have my email address. And then I get these flyers from the Democrat Party saying to vote for Biden and all this shit. And I'm just like, who gave you my information? Like, who the fuck gave you my information? Because I check off and make sure that I don't, like, no, you can't fucking give a third party my information. No. And even when I registered to vote, like, I made sure that the lady knew, you don't fucking give my shit out to anybody. Like, I had to really tell her, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, we won't. Yeah, we don't do that or whatever." And I'm like, "I'm not affiliated with the party, therefore, why would I get a flyer like that?" You know? And so I was like pissed. I was just like, "Who the fuck do you think you are getting my information like that without my permission?" So I'm just like, "Fuck you, the Democratic Party." Like, who? Even if it was the Republicans, I would have been pissed too. Like, who the fuck are you? You know? So I'm gonna email the lady again for my voter registration, and I'm gonna ask her if she did that. I'm gonna ask her if she gave out my information when I specifically checked mark, don't give my information out. I'm not party affiliated. So why the hell do they need it? You know? So yeah, so I was pissed. I was just like, no, you don't need to know my full name. You don't need to know my address. You know, like, I'm not a part of your party. So stop sending me this bullshit. So yeah, I'm pissed about that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I understand if it's like, okay, resident of this address, right? I'll be fine with that because addresses are out there, right? But my name is not out there, for like affiliated with the address, right? So I understand the resident of this address. Here is a flyer for the Democratic Party. Vote for Biden or whatever bullshit, right? Like, I would be fine with that, but I'm not fine that they had my full name on there. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was so pissed. And they don't, it's funny because I live here and so does my fiance, and they didn't send him anything. Like, they didn't send him any of that propaganda bullshit, not even the Republicans. And so I'm just like, okay, so what is this? Is because I'm Hispanic? Is that it? You're targeting me because of my name? Because they sure enough fucking send me things in Spanish too. So I was just like, I'm offended. How do I think that I'm Hispanic? I mean, I am, but you know what I mean? I was just like, what the fuck? And so he didn't get sent anything, and his stuff is on everything, like, it's his name. This is his house. Everything's registered for him, right? Not me. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, well, yeah, the demographics, yeah, because they're targeting minorities. And that's kind of like, okay, stop targeting minorities, target everyone. If you're going to be like that, open it up for everyone. Don't just go after the minorities, like, open it for everyone. And then don't fucking use our names. God damn it. Like, don't use my fucking name. That shit pissed me off. I was like, what the hell? And like I said before, it's like, no, never. Military, hell no. Mm-mm. They'll get sued so fast. And besides, they can't use your information because everything's classified. There's some people to this day that don't exist. So yeah, they can't use your information. They can't even get it from military records or anything like that. It has to be like, um, if you're going into the federal government, like a job, then yes, they do have access to it. But this is coming from the state Democratic Party here. And I'm just like, you're state affiliated. And so how the fuck did, you get all this information? You shouldn't be having access to who the hell I am, and I've never registered under a party either. So why the hell would you send me this? So that should piss me off. I was like, I'm not even going to vote. I'm not going to vote for anybody. Like, that's what I was saying yesterday. I was like, fuck this. I'm not voting. I was saying that. I was so mad. I was like, fuck this. I'm over it. Yeah, no, but no, you're not supposed the military, no, they don't use the VA doesn't reveal anything either. It's a violation of your privacy. Exactly. Yeah, I was so mad, you guys. I was like, I told myself, I'm not voting anymore. I'm not voting. Fuck that. They know where I live. Fuck. I hate to me, like the worst feeling in the world is having, you know, any party know where you live. Like to me, it's like any of these, politicians. No, it's just like it don't matter who it is. If they know who I am or where I live, I don't like it. I don't like it. Like sound like paranoid. I'm all paranoid and stuff. But yeah. So anyway, okay, Norma. So we're gonna do your healing. Uh, Go ahead and set up your protection energy. Bring in your guides and let me know when you're ready so we can do your healing. Okay. Okay, you're ready. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and connect. Okay, there's a lot of red and blue energy in your field, so very uh influence. I feel like you got a lot of Archangel Michael influence kind of going around, like protective energy. I also feel a lot of activity in your third eye. Like, I don't know if you feel like kind of like pressure here, but I feel it right here, like it's expanding. There's definitely a lot of fiery energy around you too. Like your energy field is full of fire energy, so a lot of archangel energy. Um, a lot of Archangel Michael energy and Lyran energy as well. It's like you're ready to go. You're ready. You're like, bring it on for any like confrontation. You're ready to speak your truth. You're ready to really hash things out with someone. It feels like. So I'm looking at your lower chakras. Your lower chakras look really good. The only thing that's really active right now is the solar plexus. And then, like I said, the third eye. Your throat is huge as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring in some balancing energy for the solar plexus as well as the throat, so they all could balance out and everything could come up and down. Energy could flow without being hindered. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in some beautiful golden energy into your solar plexus, coming in from the top of your crown. This is the Christ consciousness energy all the way down into your solar plexus, purifying it, still remaining in your power. But because the Christ consciousness is all about higher understanding as well as communication with compassion, that's what we're trying to get. Okay. Spreading it around your auric field as well with all this beautiful fiery energy. So for your throat chakra, Archangel Michael came in and he's like, let's fortify her throat. chakra so that she can speak her truth, and her voice can have the fortitude that it needs, the strength that it needs behind it. So he's bringing in his energy, his blue flame energy into your throat. It looks like a very light blue. And Archangel Michael is in charge of the throat chakra, okay? So that's perfect for you. So putting that in there. Strength and fortification to speak your truth. For the third eye, we're going to use silver energy, the Mahatma energy, so silver and white. And this is all about clear understanding of divine wisdom coming in, any type of revelation, preparing you for it, for the changes that are coming in for you this week. So bringing in the Mahatma energy coming down into your third eye. And then it's spreading all the way down, physical body, all of your chakras, all around your arc field. You are supported, you are protected, you are empowered. You speak with authority as well as with compassion. Right, Norma, we're going to go ahead and disconnect, cleanse, and clear, and anchor the rest of this energy into the mother. Okay. The little blue orbs, that's probably Archangel Michael. To me, he always shows up as a blue orb too, and then it gets really hot. Like my body heat rises when he's around because I see the blue orb. I'm like, whew. Yeah. So this is definitely going to be very much a empowering week for you, Norma. I feel like you're going to have a lot of revelations when it comes to situations that you've been, worried about or pondering. I feel like there's going to be a conclusion type of energy coming in for you as well. So, ending of a cycle, closure type of energy too. And so, this fortification energy, this Christ consciousness, as well as Archangel Michael and the Mahatma energy, are going to prepare you to really be versatile in this type of energy that you're going to have to work through and maneuver through this week. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. Yay! Awesome. All right. Let's see. What did I keep? Okay, you guys. So that's all I have for this week, you guys. Make sure to take care of yourselves, okay? Make sure to take it one day at a time. If you feel like the energy is overwhelming or intense for you, take a break, okay, if you need to. And then come back to it and ask yourself, like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening? And then, take breaks in between. You don't have to, completely dive deep into something if you're not ready. We do have the influence of the North Node in Gemini. And so that's going to be helpful too, to really um, instead of going full on Scorpio with her shadow work, Gemini will help with really having a difference of or curiosity about the energy, but also seeing things in a different perspective, okay, in a different light. Ish problem solving in a different manner, okay. So that's a blessing right there. And make sure that you guys do your rituals for the full moon in Taurus, because again, this is a very grounding, very all about fortification and stability, making sure that you are planning for the future type of energy, okay? Making sure that all of these loose ends are tied and you're ready to really step fully into the path that you desire, okay? So make sure you guys do this on Saturday, and and connect to yourself, connect to your intuition, connect to your spirit guides, connect to the spirit world. It's going to be definitely a need for us to ask for guidance from the spirit realm, and then really apply the wisdom that we receive for this week. Okay. Yeah, exactly. All right, that's all I have for you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and just be mindful and take care of your guys' energy, take care of yourself, your needs as well. Okay. Love you guys. Bye bye.